Hi guys, welcome back on Cloud Saviors. So here in this video, we are going to discuss 5 questions that is coming from AWS infrastructure. So if you are preparing for AWS solution architect or any kind of basic, intermediate or expert level of certification, so these questions will help you. Okay, so that is going to be a MCQs based on AWS. Okay, so we will discuss like whatever options we will be having and what is the right answer, what is the wrong answer. If you have any kind of questions in the complete video, feel free to put in the comment section or you may message me on LinkedIn as well. So let's start the video. Okay, so first question coming from AWS we have is you can also see on your screen that which AWS service is used for monitoring resources and application. Option number one we have is CloudTrail. Option B, CloudWatch. Option C, just config. Option D, trusted advisor. Okay, so we all know like which service we use for the monitoring purpose. CloudTrail, definitely it's not the right answer. B, CloudWatch, that may be the answer, right? Option C, configure. It doesn't make any sense, like why they gave config in the options, I don't know. C is not the right answer. Option D, trusted advisor. Again, no. So we would like to go with option number B, that is the CloudWatch. So we use CloudWatch for the monitoring resources on the AWS or application running on AWS platform. Exact like Azure Monitor. So in Azure, we have Azure Monitor, and on AWS, we have Cloud Watch. Okay. So let's go for question number two. That is, which service provides scalable file storage for EC2 instance? Okay. Option number A, S3. Option number B, EBS. Option number C, EFS. Option number D, Glacier. Okay. So, in our last video, we discussed what is the meaning of S3, EBS, EFS, and Glacier. So, I hope you know the answer. Okay. As I already mentioned in my last video, you have two ways to conquer any kind of certification. One is when you know the right answer, just go for it. Option number two, like just remove the wrong ones. If you are confident that S3 is not the right answer in this question, just remove it and keep removing it. The last one, that would be your answer. Okay, let's go for it. Option number A, S3, that is not the right answer because it doesn't is the scalability in file storage for EC2 instance. Of course, it is scalable. You can go with as much data as much you want to store it, but with EC2 instance, S3 is not the right answer. Okay. EBS, again, like that is not the right answer, that you can go with the scalable file storage for EC2. Okay. EFS would be the right answer that you have to go for. Option D, Glacier. Again, that is not the right answer. We use Glacier for long-term retention, like when we want to keep our data for months or for years, and we want to access it twice in a year or once in a year. Okay, so let's go for question number three. That is what is the main purpose of an auto scaling group? Okay, so you should know what is the meaning of auto scaling, why we use auto scaling. Okay, option number A, backup data. Option number B, increase or decrease instances automatically. Option number C, monitor logs. Option number D, manage DNS. So if you have no idea what is auto scaling, how does it work, don't worry. Okay, so let's just check the MCQs one by one. Let's check the options one by one. Backup data. So that is completely irrelevant. If you go for the question, it is asking for main purpose of an auto scaling group. Auto scaling with backup data doesn't make any sense. So you can rule out option number eight, that is the backup data. Let's go for increase and decrease instances automatically. So we will discuss in the last one. Okay. Let's go for first monitor logs. Again, auto scaling, as a name suggests, we want to scale something we want to scaling maybe a vertical, horizon, increasing or decreasing. So again, monitoring of logs again doesn't make any sense. You can rule out option number C. Option number D, manage DNS. Okay, so DNS we all know, and like in the scaling things, again, DNS doesn't make any sense. So the answer would be option number B, increase or decrease instances automatically when you go for increasing of the instances, like just like this, whenever you have a spike on your application, so your instance will be keeps on adding. When you have no spikes, so you are like whatever instance you are having, it keeps on decreasing. So it depends like how you configured your application or your infra. Again, in scaling, we have horizontal and vertical scaling. So again, that's a complete different story. So let's not discuss that thing here. So answer would be increase, decrease instances automatically. Question number 4. Which AWS service is used for content delivery? CDN. That is my favorite question, I would say. Option number A, Route 53. Option number B, CloudFront. Option number C, API gateway. Option number D, ELB. Okay. So again, Route 53 we use for DNS. Okay. CloudFront is our answer. Okay. Option number C, API gateway. Again, completely out of the box options. ELB, Elastic Load Balancer. Again, so the right answer would be CloudFront. That we have CDN, Content Delivery Network. So we use CloudFront as a in the backend they use CDN just to distribute the complete application, or like whatever data you have, maybe a video streaming website or application, like whatever, for example, Amazon Prime, Netflix, so they all use CDN just to stream their data across the globe. Okay. Option number 5 we have is which AWS service records API calls for auditing? Option number A, CloudWatch. Option number B, CloudTrail. Option number C, inspector, right? That is something new. Option number D, shield. Okay. So like we want to record API calls for auditing. Okay. You can remove shield, you can remove inspector, you can remove CloudWatch. The answer we have is our answer B, that is the cloud trail, because we know what CloudWatch do. It like we monitor things with the help of CloudWatch. Okay. But when we talk about records API calls for auditing, so we go with the AWS Cloud Trail, and you have to like remove inspector and shield as well. So that's all. Like we have discussed 5 questions. Like I really want to make this video as small as I can. So that's why we covered only 5 questions. If you want more, you can visit the channel and go for the other videos as well. We have videos on Azure, we have videos on AWS as well. We have videos how to crack certification like DP900, AZ900, AZ304, 305, AZ500. I mean, you can check out the channel, like you wanna love it, right? So thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next lecture.